Hello, welcome back. You join me from one of the most bizarre hotel rooms I've ever been in. I am about 50 meters from Mexico City International Airport in a private room that I got for quite cheap. I never looked at the pictures of the room first before I arrived. So, what I'll show you just now is what I can see, which is I am in a bed here that's just surrounded by windows in the rooftop of this weird hostel. So we can see the classiness that is Mexico City here. And if we look out here, we can see the runway. I just saw a plane take off a second ago, but you can see a plane taxiing on the runway over there. Like, the reason that I'm this close to the airport is that I flew from Tuxtla yesterday, and I'm flying out of Mexico tomorrow, and I couldn't be bothered getting all the way into the city centre to then come back again. So I was like, I'm just going to stay close to the airport. So it's about 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and tomorrow I'm going to be flying out of Mexico for the time being, and we are going to Las Vegas. We're going to try and get to Las Vegas. We've got a flight booked, we've got a negative PCR test, I've got a return ticket, I've got my ESTA visa waiver, I've got proof that I've got enough money in the bank, I've got credit cards, I've got insurance. I think I've ticked all the boxes and hurdles that the US have put in front of me, and I think I can get to the US. If I was flying directly from the UK, I couldn't, because I've got a British passport, and you're not allowed to fly from the UK to the US on a UK passport, but you can, however, fly to Mexico for 14 days, stay in a dorm room, share a bathroom with 100 people from all over the world, and then go to the US. That's fine, but not the other way around. And then if I fly to the UK from Mexico right now, I need to go into a government quarantine hotel, and it'll cost $3,000 US. But then I can fly from Mexico into the US, and I can just walk out of the airport, and there's no quarantine, depending on what state you're in. But I'm going to be in Nevada, so there's no quarantine, so I can just do that. I don't know if I can even fly from the US back to the UK or not, or if I need to go somewhere else first. But yeah, welcome to 2021, where travel is even more complicated than it was before. Let's see what happens. I had the worst night's sleep ever. It's 7 AM. I need to go to the airport. It's this way. I've decided it's this way. I remember now. Oh god. Got kept away the entire night by noises of planes taking off and landing, dogs barking, people shouting, and mainly it was mosquitoes. Just mosquito bites constantly, all over my head, all over everywhere. It's a complete nightmare. I'm just gonna go to the airport now. So it's about a 10-minute walk away. Oh. My favourite thing about the area where I've been staying, it's like 10 minutes from the airport, so you think that in theory that should make it a nice area, because there's a lot of people wanting to live there. International travellers, business people, fucking hell. But it's not like that at all. It is like a proper, just like, it's difficult to describe it. It feels safe enough, like, when you walk about. But there's just abandoned cars everywhere. Just, like, perfect example here. When was the last time that moved? It's just been sitting there. One next to it as well. We've got the, yeah, it's next left, and then we're walking down the main road towards the airport. And we'll have a look there. It's 7 o'clock in the morning, we've got 2 hours and 20 minutes till the flight. Here, go check in, go through customs, immigration, all that jazz. But yeah. Welcome to Mexico at 7 o'clock in the morning. This was the road that I walked when I arrived at 2 AM. And I walked down here to the hostel past, like, you've got the car here, you've got the truck over there, the van. It's kind of abandoned. It's been used as, not the word, leverage? Whatever, to hold that up. Got our car over here, it's abandoned. We do have across the road a Volkswagen Golf Mark 1, an old yellow one. It'd make the perfect donor, is it? Something. Make the perfect donor shell for a car project. Oh, I hate morning flights. This is one of the reasons why I booked a room next to the, I was going to say next to the hotel. No, I booked a room in the hotel next to the airport, because I couldn't be bothered trying to navigate a taxi ride on top of this as well. So it's literally just 10 minutes down here, but yeah, this is what Mexico City looks like in this particular barrio at 7 AM. Let's get to this airport. Well, I made it to Las Vegas in the end. Leaving Mexico City was a complete nightmare. It took hours. I got pulled aside for extra security checks. The process, the paperwork was unbelievable. But I made it to Vegas. I'm here in one piece. I've got my car rental receipt. I've just applied for it by myself to a self-service checkout. And I've come to the parking lot for Enterprise. And check this out. We've got Lamborghinis. We've got Jags. We've got all these SUVs, all these cars out here in the distance. So I need to go in here. I think it says your vehicle is located on the second floor level of the parking garage. Blah, blah, blah. Take the second floor, we find the escalators. Yeah, I don't know if I just have to find the car or not. I'm going to ask someone just now and see what happens. My absolute favourite thing about the US is that they'll just dish out a vehicle, in this case a massive pickup truck, to anyone that likes of me. No one's even checked my license. Mental. So it's been 4 months since I've last driven a car, and it's been over a year, I think a year and a half, since I've last driven on the side of the road that we don't in the UK. So we drive a right-hand drive car on the left. There's a left-hand drive car that I need to drive on the right. It's also the first time I've driven a pickup truck. So let's see how we get on. I'm going to try and not crash into this Lamborghini over here. So I managed to make it out of the Enterprise car hire warehouse place with all the cars. Obviously you come outside, you hit the highway straight away. There's no way to actually stop and sit and just try and figure out where all the controls are in the car or anything like that. So I'll show you around the truck just now. We're stopped outside the McDonald's because Vegas, baby. I've taken my shirt off, so I've got the full redneck cut off t-shirt. So just to give you an idea how big this truck actually is, you can see you've got the 2 seats here, you've got the space in the back, but it is brutally massive, like even stepping down there. So we'll start from the front. So I'm 6 feet, you can see how high this truck is here. It barely fits in the parking bay. We've got a Ford F-150. It is just ridiculously big. I don't even know if this tailgate opens. Let's see. Oh yes, look at this. I feel so manly. Come straight from Texas, baby. So yeah, I'm in the McDonald's parking lot just now. I'm going to go inside because I reckon they've got Wi-Fi, because I don't have a SIM card, so I can't actually access any information or see where I am. I did drive along Las Vegas Boulevard past Caesar's Palace, Trump Tower. Right now we've got Conrad, we've got Circus over there, and Las Vegas Convention Center just behind me. So I'm here in the pickup truck, in the tank top, on my way to find a Walmart so I can buy a cowboy hat, and then we can start the journey. Just from the conversations that I've overheard from people on the shuttle bus coming from the airport to the car hire place, and the people that I've seen walking around, I don't want to spend any time in this town or talk to any of them. They all look far too American for my liking. So I'm gonna go and get Wi-Fi and then find out where I can get a SIM card, and then it's a cowboy hat. I've just came out of Walmart, and if you ever want to feel like you're doing good for the environment back in the UK by taking your reusable bag and walking to the shop instead of getting the bus or driving your car, just be aware that all throughout the US there's people driving massive gas guzzling pickup trucks like that, and then you go to Walmart and they still pack your bags in disposable bags without even asking. Living the American dream. Given this environment, I can't help but think of the movie Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where it says we're somewhere in Barstow on the edge of the desert when the drugs began to take hold. We're not there, we're in Clark County, but we are outside Nevada. Oh, yeah! Just jumping off the back of my pickup truck here. We're literally about a 20-minute drive outside of Vegas from the sprawling suburbs that is Las Vegas, and the Walmarts and the fat people and the McDonald's and the Burger Kings and the In-N-Outs. And look, 20 minutes later, here we are. this is what I was hoping for. This is what I was imagining. I'm going to do a long distance road trip. I think the first stop is going to be the Grand Canyon. We're going to double back from Arizona, no, that's in Nevada as well, Arizona, Nevada, wherever. Double back from the Grand Canyon, hit Death Valley in Nevada, and then from there up the main road to Utah, to the Bonneville Salt Plains, or might nip over to California and just go up the 101. Not quite sure, but first night that I'll be here, it's 5:20. It's taken me the last 2 hours to get my phone topped up because apparently it's an old phone and it doesn't work. So I went to Walmart, they said no. I went to AT&T, they said no. So I had to go to T-Mobile. It was $50 plus a $10 activation fee, so that's $60 for that. I've done some shopping as well. I'll show you what I've got. So I've got provisions for the next couple of days if I do decide to hang about in the desert. So I got down here, it's got a couple big waters, a couple more over there. Got some salads, some fruits, some snacks, stuff like that. So yeah, just out for a drive just now before sunset. I'm probably going to head back into Vegas tonight and get a motel because I barely slept last night because of the mosquitoes that were just everywhere. So that's 2 nights in a row I've not really slept, and I was hungover the day before that. So yeah, I think tonight I'm going to get a motel, chill out, and then come up with some sort of plan to hit the road early in the morning. And like I say, it's probably going to be the Grand Canyon for the first stop. I looked in Walmart for a cowboy hat, I couldn't find one. There was a Halloween section, but there was one cowboy hat for kids. It was too small for me, I did try it on. So yeah, I still need to get a cowboy hat, but I've got the tank top, I've got the pickup truck. Yeah, I'm as white trash as you can get, and I've also, because I've topped my phone up, I've got Spotify on the go, I've got Leonard Skinner on just now, so I'm properly living the redneck American dream. So it's got to 7:40 at night and I've given up on the idea of camping for tonight. I think tomorrow I'm going to head to the Grand Canyon early, but because I've not slept, I need sleep. So I'm in this weird motel. It was the cheapest one I could find online, but it was still $50 US. So here's the truck, safe and sound with my spectacular parking. It's actually as far back as it can go. And I'll show you, it's not just me being an idiot, but there's like bollards at the back. So even for the States, this is the big truck. You can see there's one here as well. So I'll show you what you get in Vegas for $50. So I'm not actually sure how far away we are from the city centre just now. Probably like 15-minute drive. There seems to be like a bar slash restaurant thing across the road that seems to be quite busy. So we're never that far away from a party, but not going out tonight, early night. I need to have a shower and a shave and organise my life. And see if I lost the key already for this room. No. I love how they give you a blank key and you're just expected to remember the room number. So yeah, this is $50 in Vegas. The room itself is slightly grim, but it's massive. Check this out, I've got a TV, I've got a fridge, I've got a hole in the wall from probably a previous victim. Bed sheets that look like they're right out of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. And through here we have a wardrobe. We've got the Mexican style coat hanger here, and a desk. I'm not sure what you do. I've got a coffee machine. Have I got stuff that goes inside it? Yes. And we've got more holes, bathroom door here. See? And yeah, it is what it is. I presume this window is what you use to escape when the cops come. Got graffiti of aliens outside. And let's see what the shower's like. Ooh. Ew. Oh, I thought it was sick. It's not, it's just old school mold. So yeah, I'm going to sit and organise myself, try and get a plan sorted for tomorrow. It's about 4 hours from here at the Grand Canyon. I reckon that's where I'm going to go first. I never got any camping equipment or that tonight in Walmart because I just ran out of time and couldn't be bothered. So I reckon for tomorrow I'm just going to sleep in the truck. I'll organise something. I was too close to, like I went for a trip around the outskirts of Vegas tonight, but there was nowhere really to stop and stay. So when I hit the road tomorrow, I'm going past the Hoover Dam on the way to the Grand Canyon, and then in the national park I reckon I can just camp there. When I say camp, I'm just going to sleep in the back of the truck. Probably leave the engine running the whole night, so I've got air conditioning. I've got my food over here. So I'm going to have myself a salad. I bought a salad and I bought boiled eggs, so I can actually have some sort of nutrition in me, because all I've had is just burgers for weeks on end, because, well, that's all that's been available in Mexico. So I'm going to go get myself organized, and then tomorrow we start a new day and we're off to the Grand Canyon.